Alright guys, so we're here at Cedardale Health and Fitness in Haverhill, Mass. This is where I work. I'm a personal trainer here. I do strength and conditioning coaching upstairs. But today we're going to be getting in a solid full pull workout. So we're going to work on developing that posterior chain. We're going to hit some deadlifts, some big compounds, upper back, and then finish off with some biceps. I got my brother Thomas on the camera today, so we'll be making a nice edit for you guys, and let's get into the workout. Alright guys, so exercise number 1 for today, we're doing a banded deficit deadlift. So I'm going to be standing on a 45-pound plate. It's going to give you an extra 1 to 2 inches off the range of motion. So I'm going to be pulling from a little bit lower. It's going to hit the hamstrings and glutes a little bit harder than a regular deadlift will. And I'm going to be pulling against the band. So the band, as you pull, gets heavier and heavier at the top. You have to really focus on fighting that band tension. You're stronger at the top of the movement, so this is going to help you really overload those deadlifts at the top. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we're all warmed up, did some static stretching, did a little bit of biking, a little bit of dynamic movements, and did some light sets of the deficit deadlifts. So we're going to get into the working sets now. We're going to be doing 4 sets of 5, fairly heavy, so I'm going to throw some weight on there and see how we can move it today. Alright, that's it for deadlifts. So next we're going to move on to some hip thrusts. Get those glutes into it, get those hammies into it. Let's go, let's kill it. I wasn't thrilled with how the deadlifts went today. I wasn't feeling my hamstrings or my glutes as much as I would like to, but we're gonna fix that right now. The way that you perform these exercises is you get yourself underneath the bar, you get it set up right across your hips here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold onto the bar with my hands, and I'm gonna be driving up into the air. My hips all the way up, my upper back's gonna be on the bench, and I'm going to be squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, and I'm returning it all the way down to the floor. So we're going to be going a little bit lighter with these today. Went super heavy the other day, so we're just going to nail some reps. So let's get into it. You can see out here. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but we have run into inclement weather outside, so we're gonna have to spend a little extra time in here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is literally hailing outside. Need more gym time for me. Alright guys, so we finished up our heavy barbell movements, which means we're gonna move to some upper back work. So I'm gonna start with some weighted pull-ups. We've got a 45-pound plate here on the belt. We're just gonna be doing sets of 5. We wanna make sure we're nice and slow and controlled. Pull-ups should be a staple for any pull workout that you guys do. It's gonna develop your entire upper back and even hit your erectors and your biceps a little bit. So we're gonna be doing some heavier sets of 5, do about 4 sets, and try to get those lats thicker. Alright guys, so we finished with the weighted pull-ups. We ended up doing 3 sets of 5 with the 45-pound plate. This last set, I want to just take body weight and just try to crank out some reps. And then we're going to move on to some lighter pump work for the upper back, and then we'll hit some biceps. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so today we're finishing off upper back with a superset. So what we're going to be doing is some seated cable rows, and then after we do a set of 10 here, we're going to be coming over to do a lat pullover on the ropes right here. So we're just going to bounce back and forth. We're going to do 4 sets each. So I'm going to be doing 10 reps, and just cranking them out, trying to get a good pump in that upper back. Alright, so we're gonna finish off with some biceps. We already fried our upper back. We did a lot for our hammies, glutes, mid-back, everything like that. So we're just gonna get a pump now. So our first bicep exercise is straight bar curl right on the cables. And then we're gonna move towards an incline hammer curl. We're gonna hit the forearms a little hard, get a nice stretch in the biceps before we head out. So those 2 exercises and then we're done. All right, so our last exercise for today, we're gonna get a nice stretch in the biceps. We just pumped them up over on the cables. So now we're gonna go to an incline hammer curl. We're gonna really stretch out the bicep. We're gonna get some of the forearm into it, really squeeze the dumbbells tight, and let's do it. All right, so one thing to remember on this exercise, instead of having your arms out in front of you like a regular bicep curl, to really get a good stretch, you lean back, you keep your elbows behind you the whole time. Even at the top, when you're contracting the muscle, your elbows are behind you. We'll really accentuate the squeeze here. You get a real good stretch at the bottom when the dumbbell's just resting. All right guys, so that's it for the workout today. That was my full pull day for posterior chain development. I got a really quad focused leg day coming up tomorrow, so I really wanted to hit those hammies hard today with the deficits, with the hip thrusts. Killed some upper back, killed some biceps. So now we're gonna go get something to eat, and we'll see you guys in the next training video. Thanks for watching.